Excuse me. I need to know the whereabouts of biology class, as I am horrendously late. Usually I'm into horror, but this will not do on my first day. Yes, I am the new transfer student, as evident by my lack of familiarity with the school's layout and its norms, which I care very little about. What are you doing with your teeth? Please do not smile at me like that ever again. I find happiness and joy to be concepts feigned by most people to evoke comfort, of which I disdain. My reputation precedes me. News travel fast. Yes, I was expelled from my previous school. I assure you, what I did to those boys were true, and I enjoyed every moment of it. They are still recovering in the hospital as we speak. The smell of sterilization, coupled with death and decay. How lucky. Somewhere I would much rather be than in this nightmare of a school. I assure you, I have no intentions of getting to know anyone here. I would rather spend my time being waterboarded, which, come to think of it, is actually quite enjoyable. What happened? Well, let's just say that they were picking on my little brother, which I strictly do not condone. Only I get to torture my brother. People here are afraid of me? As they should. Everyone should. It does explain a lot about the look of fear in their eyes. I thought they were just being friendly. You, on the other hand, are a conundrum. Are you always like this? On one hand, your cheery disposition disgusts me, but on the other, I do need to find my way to class. Now, point me to the right direction, and I will be on my merry way. We share the same class, and you'd like to walk me there. Aren't you a little different? I agree, that is a bit rich coming from me. Black is my favorite color. Other spectrums of color disgust me to no end. Except maybe red, but has more to do with your helpfulness and kind gesture. Well, knowing my reputation and my temperament, I'd assume you'd steer clear of me. You don't judge a book by its cover? Careful now. Curiosity killed the cat. This cat's got claws. Well, I do like sharp objects, although a steak knife would be preferable. Ugh, very well. Let's be off. Why biology? Well, biological anatomy fascinates me to no end. I dissected a frog when I was 5, and ever since then I fell in love with looking into dead things and seeing what makes them tick. Plus, all my idols are masters in this field. They're mostly serial killers. I could talk about them all day. So many great serial killers. I don't even know where to start. What about yourself? I figured someone like you wouldn't even have the stomach to hurt a fly, much less learn about the wonderful ways to end a living being's existence. You want to become a pediatrician? How bold of you! I abhor babies and little children, except of course when they're crying. What are my hobbies? I have loads. Where do I start? Well, I love writing, taxidermy, playing the cello, and fencing mostly. No, I don't hang out or chill. I am generally alone most of the time. Public spaces and sunlight are two things I hate the most. I would rather be chained to a torture rack. I actually prefer to keep it that way. If you're lonely when you're alone, it usually means you're in bad company. Wow, I'm honestly impressed. You actually know Satra. Yes, he is one of my idols. You are so full of surprises. I figured someone like you would be entangled with the slavery that is social media and all its brain-dead content. No, I am not on any platforms. I find social media to be a breeding ground of mouth-breathing individuals seeking meaningless affirmations. Anyways, how much further? We're here? Great. Your services are no longer needed. You may leave. This tends to happen in every room I walk into. I prefer it to meaningless chatter, taking up the air. I bid you adieu, smiling buffoon. What on earth are you doing? I can see that you're sitting beside me. But wouldn't you prefer sitting beside the simple-minded giddy masses? Your obligation to me was done the moment I was shown where the class was. Being friendly? Why do you say such hurtful words? No, I do not have friends, only rivals and nemesis, both of which you do not qualify. You're too soft, and I will psychologically scar you for life. We're friends now? If you hadn't shown me to class, I would have challenged you to a duel at sundown with swords. Fine. Acquaintances is acceptable. It's your funeral. That actually didn't sound so bad. What are you doing with your hand? Are you suffering from a stroke? Goody. I've always wanted to see one up close. I don't do well with touches. It burns my soul in a deep level. But you may call me misery. Stop it. Stop with the smiling. Yes, my parents didn't give me a chance with that name. I believe in making my own way in this miserable existence. You wish to partner up for an upcoming group assignment. No thank you. I don't believe in partners with work or with life. I find most people would slow me down. It's part of the requirement for the project. This day keeps getting dreadful by the minute. Fine. Only on one condition. That you abandon your cheery persona. That's gonna be hard. Well, I relish a challenge. Sucking the joy out of people has been a personal pastime of mine. Over coffee. Tempting. Although you abrogate me to no end. I suppose I owe you one for showing me the class. Yes, I do enjoy coffee. I usually take it black, like my soul. Well then. Alright, very well. Stop calling me your study buddy, unless you want those shiny, perfect teeth of yours knocked out. I agree to these terms. I suppose having you around would be beneficial. Of all the shallow simpletons, you seem the most tolerable. Now, if there is nothing else, I would like to focus on class.